Alright, it looks like I'm live. So let me pop on over to YouTube so I can see things the way you guys see things. I'm actually looking for something at the moment because I want to show you some things I got today. We've been out on the crankiest adventure ever. At least I was cranky. And I don't know why. I was just cranky today. But I remembered we had done a scavenger last week, and I was going to show you the stuff. And I got this totally really cute book. I really, really wanted to show you guys. And I have no idea where I put it. But also, I need it for something I'm working on. So, again, I'm almost there. I think I might have to mute myself. I believe I watched a video earlier today. I think I might have to mute myself. Oh, wait, there we go. And live chat. Hello, Angie and Tina. How are you lovely ladies doing? If you will, I will give you a lovely view of the journal that we are working on for the Halloween glue book. Well, I think about this for a hot second. It is here. I know it's here because I purchased it and I read it and I looked at it and I oohed and I awed. And then I oohed and I awed some more. I think I might see it. Hold the phone. Maybe I see where it is. This is what I get for putting these away. I put it in a safe place. Gets me every damn time. How dare I? Safe places. The nerve of some people. Here's that. Okay. That's part of that group. Woohoo! I found it. Okay. So, yeah, we had to go out. We're looking for, Elsa and Mike are looking for a fire pit for the outside because now it's cold. And, you know, they want to keep smoking outside. So, I didn't get these today. These are from the last one time I went out with her. So, I'm going to start with these. Pumpkin Town, which is cute. I read the whole thing. I even put it on my Goodreads. So, it's a cute story about this family of brothers who make like the best, who grow the best pumpkins, but they get rid of all the extra seeds and it kind of takes over this town. And I just thought this would be fun for like a fall journal. Oh, now you don't know where anything is, right? That's what happens to me. I put things away. I'm like, this is a logical place for that. But I was sitting here and for the life of me. And then I guess there's a summer one that must be about watermelons because they get rid of all the extra seeds. The same way for the watermelons. I see a three-peat here. So I got Pumpkin Town. There was an old mummy who swallowed a spider, which has the most cutest illustrations ever. And of course, I have good English, you know. So, it starts out like, with the mummy. There was an old mummy. And I'm in love with this spider with the match. He's like, ah. And, it goes on. He swallows the rat and the crow. I love it. Look at the mummy. Like, it's too fun. And here comes, he's swallowing part of the skeleton. And then there's a witch. Look at the witch. Isn't she awesome? And he swallows her brew. And there she goes across the moon. That every time. You've been busy too, Angie. And I love the little bats over here. And there's a ghost, a spooky old ghost. And then, of course, here comes the trick-or-treaters. And he might eat you too. And then I'll go there and he'll look at the little alien kid and little pirate kid. And there's the bat again. This one is so cute. I would buy another one if I found it. These are from the Goodwill. And some might be from Savers. Ninja Pigs, which is not going to be for one of the like Halloween journals. But I couldn't help myself. It's the 3 Ninja Pigs. Come on. So it's the tale of the big bad wolves. If the pigs had learned a little martial arts. So, and I love the look of the wolf in this one. And I like that the girl pig whoops the wolf's butt and saves the day. And then, based on the name alone, Pig Kahuna Pirates. It's about a brother and a sister on a beach. And the little baby pig is cranky. And the brother pig's just trying to do something. And every time he tries to do something, the brother's like throwing dirt on him. But this is just really cute too. I wouldn't use this in a Halloween journal, obviously. But it could be used in another kind. Because by the end, the little baby pig winds up as the pirate. And it's too cute for words. Aw, Tina, you tired? But this, in my opinion, was the best find. Cinder Skeleton. Illustrated by David Catrow. And I love his illustrations. Check out Cinder Skeleton. This is like a Poe Cinderella, if there ever was one. So it's, there's the stepmom and the stepsisters. I got really lucky because this was in the Goodwill. And the guy was they were taking the old tag stuff out. And he got really pissy with me. Because I wanted to I was already there looking through the books. And he kept trying to push his little cart into me. And I wasn't having none of that. If I'd done what he wanted, I would have never found this book. Isn't it just the cutest ever? There's the prince on his bicycle with this horn. And there they are, happily ever after. You just sat down from all the cleaning. I got this one, but I think this one's going back. I don't, it seemed cuter when I was just flipping through at workbook in the hotel, but I actually don't care for the illustrations at all. So I think I'm going to take this one back and redonate it. It's just not for me. The illustrations just don't talk to me. And then I'll pick this one out, the I Spy Spooky Adventure. Just because it has like spooky stuff. And you can find the things, 4 pumpkins, a ruler, a bat, 8 pine cones. And they're all kind of a little sinister, So that was my find last week. Hey, Michelle Noel, welcome. Hope you're doing well. And I hope Roger's doing well. So there we go. Not all of them are quite as creepy, but there's a few in there that could definitely be used. So that was last week's one that I never did show anybody. So then there's today's little bunch. Let me grab those. Got a nice tidy little haul today as well. Which I'm most proud about. Thanks, Tina. So this is one of my older kids' favorite books. Well, also the younger ones. The Berenstain Bears in the Dark. I think this is the right book. Or maybe it's not. Hold on. Nope, this isn't the one I was thinking of. There's one where they wind up going up Spook Hill, and this is not the one. Well, that's a little disappointing, but I love the Berenstain Bears, so that's okay. So many things you could do with. Is there somebody named Leon in here? Or is that what you guys, is that a nickname thing you guys have for each other? I love this one, On a Winter's Day. Isn't he cute? And he's got a little scarf that he found. And then some mittens. And a little hat. And some gloves. So it's just super cute. It's a little hedgehog. And he found all the things and he keeps giving them away to everybody else. And then he winds up back at home. It's just a cute little winter story. And there's his little pine cone snowball that he turned into. It's you. You're Leon. Okay. Everybody has nicknames. I can never figure it out. I picked up a copy of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Because you know you gotta. And the illustrations in here are super, super cute. So these are for the Christmas glue book I'm working on. I just wanted a little something extra put in it. Oh. I'm slow on the uptake, apparently. I just thought this had the cutest illustrations. I love the artwork in children's books. There is just some stunning artwork out there. Then there's the spookiest Halloween ever. It has a little bit of a Charlie Brown feel to it, doesn't it? That's like the mask Lucy wore. Hey, Krabby. Rebecca's in the house. How you doing? We shortened Michelle Noel to Leon. Well, as long as she's okay with it, I'm down. These are so cute. Yeah, I saw this on the, I did a real quick flip through of a lot of these, so I haven't seen all of the pictures. I just wanted to see if I like the style of illustration. So too cute. Okay, and then this is just winter themed. The penguin who wanted to fly. Isn't he cute? You doing okay, Rebecca? Oh, I got your message. I just hadn't got around to replying. That's fine with me if that's fine with you. He's fine. He's a beautiful fine. Look at that poor penguin's having a thing. I think this is so cute. He wants to fly. And there he is. I'm really flying balloons until the balloon popped. Oh no. Like the polar bear helped him. Oh, he's going to teach him how to fly by sledding. That's cute. So he can fly in the water, right? How sweet is that? What a nice winter book. And then I found the Thanksgiving Cats, and I could not say no to that. So let's see what the cats get up to. Apple picking and pumpkins. Cats raise cows for butter and milk and cheese. We've got some crows. Cats make bread. Sure they do. Cats shell peas. Oh, something happened and look, a little kid wrote it in pencil where it had worn away. How cute is that? And he tried to mimic, or he or she tried to mimic the style of the lettering here. Isn't that just cute? It's luck of the draw and perseverance. I'm willing to sit on the floor and flip through every single book in that section. So when I'm focused on kids' books, I don't really get a look at the adult books. So I may have missed some adult finds, but I'm specifically looking for some glue books I want to make, some Christmas and Halloween stuff. The Berenstain Bears Trick or Treat. I always loved the Berenstain Bears book. The dad was kind of a big dork. He made a giant trick-or-treat map. Look at all the little bears dressed up and all the animals dressed up. So cute. Oh no. Jackass animals trying to steal their candy. And trying to make them toilet paper a house. Oh no. And a grumpy old lady bear. And then they get rewarded because it's not really grumpy old lady bear. Hi, Steffi. And they got candied apples, and they all lived happily ever after. And this was my last find today. I found a very lovely copy of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Because you know, Cindy Lou Who. She's my fave. This is the exact, I mean, I had an older one, but this is the exact book I had growing up. I love it. Is it Burl Ives when Burl Ives sings the You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch song? It's the best. And there he is. He's going to have to save the day now. So, yeah. So those are my finds today. Oh, I can too, Steffi. I can too. I specifically bought it for that very reason. And then I found these from last year. Where's my mummy? Which the pages are in the bottom of the bin. But I love this little guy. So, and these were part of the books I used last year in the Halloween journals. There are 2 of these in there. The third one I couldn't find, and I finally found it. This one is for a different kind of journal. But I love these illustrations. Doesn't it remind you of the 70s? Of 70s children's books? If any of you are old enough. I just thought. So. And then this is The Cat in the Hat in French. Or, yeah. Well, you know what I mean. It's the Puss in Boots. That's the one. Look at the 3 little pigs. But it's all in French. So it's got the cutest little illustrations, though. I know that there are some people that are like, you can't cut into a perfectly good book, but I can. I paid $2.99 for it. I can do whatever I want with it. There are many, many copies floating around. So it's a little story of, here's the 3 little pigs. So it's several little children's stories in one, but I love the illustrations. And bonus points, it's in French. There's the ugly duckling. It must be Tom Thumb. And Little Red Riding Hood. That wolf's got a sly look in his eye. Hi, Tammy. How are you doing? All the better to eat you with. Wah, ha, ha, ha. But it's in French, you know. Too cute. So, and then I got a couple other things. We stopped at both Michael's and Joann's. So, and I managed to pick up one thing in each place that I thought I would share with you guys before I... Oh, and one thing from... We went to the Dollar Tree the other day. And Elle said I needed that. I think she's the witch and I'm the cat. You love the ugly duckling? Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, so there's that. And then this one I got specifically to tea dye. Hold on. It's still got the pin in it. And I know that I'm going to poke myself. Because that's how I am. I got this one to tea dye and sell in my shop. It's got farm stuff on it. Tractors, and it says farmer's market and garden tools. And there's a little picture of a garden here. And it's kind of vintagey. So I thought I would tea dye that up and cut it into fat quarters and put it in my shop. I thought people that do farm journals might get a kick out of this. It is it's kind of it's not like duck cloth, but it's kind of got that duck cloth texture to it. It's much lighter weight than duck cloth, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. Just the way that they printed the fabric gives it that old feed sack kind of feel, but it's not. This is a modern print. But I saw that at the store. Well, technically Elle saw that at the store. And so we brought it home for tea dyeing. And then this one I bought just for me. But some of it will probably wind up in the shop because it's a 2-yard cut. That's all they had. Hold on. Trying to get it out of the little container thingy so you can actually see the pattern. But it's like, you know, they secure this stuff 9 ways from Sunday. So it looks beautiful. But it's a pain in the ass to get into. So this is a 2-yard, one of those pre-cut things that they do. But they were on sale today. And so I picked it up. I thought I might throw that into the tea dye as well and just grungy up those skulls a little bit. So I'll obviously keep a good hunk of that for myself, but they only had it in 2 yards. They didn't have any 1 yards or fat quarters or anything. So some of that's going to wind up in the shop at some point. But I thought I would share that with you, that I got it. I just thought it was pretty. Your hubby likes skulls. All right, so here we are. We're going to Gluebook, and I think we decided we're going to put Frankie and his bride just right here on either side of this dude. Like they're all about to go on some kind of mission. That's kind of what it looks like, right? That's the crew right there. That's the Dead Eye Staring crew. So, I think we're going to ink around the edges here. And then we're going to glue them down just to start. Because we've been slowly working through this book. And at the end of last time's live, I was like, I think this is the spot. I think I like them right here with this dude. Because they will not be intimidated. That's what I'm talking about. These are from Tina. I bought them at one of her sales. She hand colored them. She had one she had done in I think marker. And these are colored pencils one. And these were a little more muted. And so I like this. But you know me, I'm an ink edger. Ink covers up all the little flaws, you know. All the places where maybe you didn't or couldn't cut it quite right. Because, you know, these things are a bear to fussy cut out. She does a really good job. Tina must have. And that's Tina Massey over at, I don't know what she changed her name to. It used to be Tina's Messy Crafty Life, something like that. But you all know Tina. Tina Massey. One of the mixed media queens here on. She's always doing something mixed media. Yes, I'm sure you do. You got to use that stash up. You got to make some journals and do some projects. That stash does you no good sitting in a drawer. That paper is meant to be loved and cut and folded and spindled and stuffed in journals and written on. It's sad all alone in whatever container it's in. Use us. Use us. There's always more somewhere else. Here we go. Let's try and get her shoulders a little bit here. She's got a little bit of white spots on her shoulders. Let's just fold her head back for a minute since we're going to glue her down anyway. Just don't want to fold it all the way back and give her a hard line right there. That would be bad. Oops, now a notification came up right over the chat box. You were working with some? Sure, Tammy, sure. All right, here we are. Okay, I think that's good. So now we're going to find the glue bottle because we got to use the liquid glue here that I call real glue. Well, I have sold blue over and over again. There's a midnight blue in the shop. I think there's a little aquamarine blue in the shop. I've had like 4 or 5 different shades of blue come through the shop. I haven't seen you in a while, and I don't message people. You know, people come when they want. I don't harass people to come and buy my stuff. So if you missed it, you missed it. That's I do what I can. I try to put up some sale notifications and stuff every time. But I know you're a blue person. You really like the blue. You are a blue. My hair is blue. My hair is very blue. Mr. Mike did that for me. Okay, so we want to kind of, like they're all badass doing that. You know, that, where they all get in formation and walk down the street all. That thing that happens in like superhero and villain movies. Let's try and get her glued down all the way. Because Tina made such a lovely coloring job on this. I want to make sure she stays glued down, you know. I'm not reading the chat at the moment, so I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm just focused on getting her nailed down nice and flat there. All right. I answered you twice. There is there's a blue called Midnight in there. Midnight with Sparkle, I think. And then there's Aquamarine. And there's something called Murky Dust, but that's a green blue. And I don't think there's any of the royal blue left. I think that's all gone. But I know there is at least two true blues in there. And then some blue-green mixes. I answer every message, everything in my Bobby. If I see it. Sometimes I don't get things. Of course I miss you. Can you sing for us? Can you sing about my feelings?
Feelings. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Feelings.
That's terrible. Look at what I did with Tina's Frankie, and I made them a team.
They're awesome.
We were sitting here and I had flipped them out right here, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of like that. Because I was on the struggle bus with where to put them. I want to feature them because they're cute and fun.
I think they're perfect.
And Tina made them. And I was like, I think this is a thing.
Well, they're like really cartoony, and he's like dead serious. So it's like really.
But look at it's like the determination on all their faces. Yeah. They're like, and he's like, arr. He's got the arr hands. Okay, I will have a look, Leslie. Give me just a second to glue down Frankie and his grr hands, you know. I'm getting a little glue. Getting a little glue happy. Let's glue his head down. All right. Ooh, I'm looking at it. Yeah, he's like all photorealistic and creepy and stuff, and they're a little more cutesy, but I think I like that. I like it. All right, Leslie, let me go check on your message over on Facebookie. Leslie. Oops, don't hit the enter. Oh, will you ever find anything? Oh, okay. I see it. Okay. I sent yours out today. Whoopsie. So you're getting the haunted kit, whether you want it or not. I hope you can use it. Aw, that's so sweet. And I'll definitely respond to that after the live today. I hadn't seen it in there. Thank you. But I mailed out your stuff today. It was one of the 5 packages that went out, and all the rest of them are going out tomorrow. All right, for right now, let's slap this lid on this glue bottle so we don't get a giant glue booger up in the tip of that. I'm trying to make sure like the edges of their feet stick down, because that is where it will tend to lift away right there. Yep. Okay, so I got my Tina thing in there. So I have a Tina thing from last year. This is my Tina thing from this year. Plus, she sent me lots of little bitty goodies. A lot of little pieces that I've used all over the book. Awesome. Thank you. And here's our little Bride of Frankenstein that we finally got with her little trim. And on the other side is a little witchy thing. It's not showing, is it? There it is right there. These flip outs. Give me a second, Tammy. Listings. Oh, I know where I need to go. Over here. And here. Oh, I know what happened. I pulled the midnight kits. I remember doing it. I pulled them last week because the color's coming back around again. It's what did I do with that list? It's coming up as a release on red, burgundy, aquamarine. Everything's kind of in a, because I'm planning for next year. Woo! I'm planning for next year's colors right now. But it's next month's release. That's why it's not in there. And I don't have any right here with me. It's a navy blue with sparkle in it. It'll be available again next month. Now that I've gone and looked, I'm like, where did it go? Cool. Okay, so we still need to do words, but that's not what we're doing today. And I would love to throw some stuff on the floor. That's what I'd love to do. I want to find a place for these, for a couple of these if I can. Like, I'm not going to force them in there because I can use them in the next iteration of my creepy glue book. I added in this robot after last week's live stream. I just felt like he went well on that page. So I added in a couple of things. I worked for about another hour or so after the live, adding in a few things. Nothing big or anything, just some fun things. There's our Amityville house. And of course, on the other side of that is that image we got from Janice and the creepy baby from Brooks Digi. This is our traditional witchy page. I added in the word fly here. And before that, we had added in these two moons to what was already on the page. Thanks, Tammy. I don't think I added anything here. These are the tags we did a few times ago. The pumpkin is still my favorite, although Poe is pretty fun. And that was Carla Farrington's addition to it. He had to have a candy corn nose. Right? Here's one of our creepy baby pages. That's from Janice, and I think that one's from Brooks. No, those are all from Janice. And then we've got our Spectre of Death, our Reaper here. And so we have time-related things and creepy eyes. You got to have creepy eyes, right? Our tags. One creepy baby tag and one Vlad Tepes tag. All right. Lots of movie posters in here for what we felt were the quintessential Halloween films. There's Psycho. And a lot of old ones, you know, Day of the Trifid and Invasion of the Saucer Men. Okay, so here's our Lizzie Borden house. And on the other side of Lizzie Borden is a Ouija board. And then we have our three hags. And behind that is some creepy babies. And then we get to our Joker and Harley Quinn pages that we finished up not last time, but the time before that. And Janice is in the house. Hold on, I got to prove her message. Hey, Leslie. Janice is here. Probably. I have lots and lots of words. I just have not sat down So, and I love the composition here. We've got, several iterations of the Joker. We got the original Joker. Obviously the Jared Leto Joker. We've got the Heath Ledger Joker, the guy that played the Joker in the movie that was just about, his origin story. And of course the Nicholson Joker. And then we've got, illustrated versions from comic books and fan art. So there we go. This is our Toxic Babes page. Janice is always full of good ideas. So we've got our cute page, but we've got another Toxic Babes flip up here. And, hexing because murder is wrong. We added on this last time, and then I added this in. He's inflammation, Couldn't help myself. I had to do it. Okay, and this is a creepy nurse, creepy baby. Got some ghosty stuff. And then we've got our funerary goods cards, of course. And I just think that's creepy because he's so tall and thin. It's a statue from their funeral goods from Archaeology magazines. And then here's we did this one last time, our pumpkin tag with our blingy Tammy Lester, Tammy and OKC Rick Rack. And on the other side is kind of creepy. We got the cemetery, the creepy children, and the spooky woods over here. And of course, our bats on vacation, we made them into vampire bats, though. These are vampire bats on vacation at the beach. And our cute little page, this is mostly out of Tina goodies, out of Tina Massey's goodies. That's a decoupage napkin. And another pumpkin page. We did this last time. This is our Rosemary's Baby page on this side. And it needs some words. It definitely needs some words. But this is the back side that we did. Our, excuse me. Our Jamie Lee Curtis versus Michael Myers page over here. Yeah. Aren't they cute? They're from a kid's book. Bats at the Beach. It was super cute. There's one picture of them. Where is it? It's this one. They're surfing in the ocean. They're like, he's using his wings to sail in one of those like French fry container things that's checkered. And there they are. They're like doing the what is it when the jet ski thing? No, not jet ski. Water ski, like in formation. It's just a cute book. I have more pages of it in the bottom of the Halloween bin. So they'll come back in another iteration, but this one needs words. I got to get a couple of quotes from the movie, I think. Need an antique baby buggy. There's a tiny one right there. But yeah, maybe we can find one and get it printed up. Antique baby buggy. And there's our Jamie Lee original stills from the movie. And it's hard to see, but this one is actually, it's her face in profile, and his whole face is facing outwards, and he's behind her. It's just because the picture itself is so dark. But I love this movie where she was a total, like, an alcoholic, but a badass also. Here's our alien pages. And I did nail down our Christmas aliens. I felt like they needed to live right there. I did probably have to hold it really close to the camera. That's a very dark, that's one of the printables. And it's there, but you have to like, even I with my glasses on, I got to be like right over it. I should have maybe done a little contrast on that. I do need to get me a spider for right here. I'm sure I have one somewhere. Because Darlene's image. This is from one of her Happy Mails to me. And she hand drew this. You could see the little bugs in there. I'd like to put a little blingy spider on there, I think. This is our homage to Lego Aliens. This is all from one of those little kids' Lego magazines. And I just thought it was hysterical. Alien mothership revealed, alien invasion. people running around in a panic. And then this is our tarot cards, palm reading, that kind of stuff. A strange thing happened. This is supposed to be our human sacrifice thing, but it's not really. It's from National Geographic. It's a healing ceremony in Santeria, I think. But, you know, it's Halloween. We got to make it creepy. This page is not done. It needs a couple of things still. We've got our 2 cutesy tags that we did. This is one of those cards that I got from Erin's sale like a month ago. And then these are some Tina goodies over here. And then this is our guy with his lobster hand. And he's the one with his shadows attacking him. It's like creeping up behind him, wahaha style. Darlene. Okay, so we need this is where we were, I think. We need to work on our little Damien guy to go with the dog. So we're going to want to have him facing like this. So we need a little piece of paper, and I think we'll do some gray. Let me or we could do half this black sheet right here that I was using the other day. Let's use this. It's a nice 32-pound piece of paper. I did it. I ripped it right in half. All right. So I think we just want like a half sheet. So maybe a little bit more than half because we need a border around it. So we'll cut the top here and the sides here. So let's move the book off for a minute. And let's do a little trim in here. Let's trim up this edge since we're not going to have ripped edges. We'll smooth this out a little bit. I mean, the blade needs to be sharpened, so it's going to have a little bit of rough edges anyway, but we don't need to be quite that rough. All right, so let's have a look here. I think we wanted to have about, and then we need to leave a little bit on this side for the, so maybe to right about there for the hinge, and put the hinge in. Hinging is good. Hinging is good. We'll save that scrap. We never know when we're going to need a scrap. I have a piece of an envelope that Elle's cut off something that she was making. And I don't know where I put it. I need to find it for the next time because I wanted to use it as a little, it's like the end piece. So it's closed on one side and open on the other. And I thought I could put it on the edge of a page maybe. And turn it into a little tucky thing. Although all of our pages are pretty well, we're just putting in extras at this point. So that may need to, hold on, this is not, that may need to go into the next book, but I need to find it to put it in the next book, right? All right, so I think we'll do some rounded corners on this picture. So see, we've got, but I kind of like this. Elsa's like, you need to sharpen your blade or get a new one. And I'm like, but I kind of like it. So let's do some rounded corners. I just want to go in there because it's thicker paper. There we go. Get in there. And we'll round the corners on the picture as well. Then we will. I cleaned my desk off. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. So we'll have to re-ink the corners, but that's okay. I didn't know I was going to be. Isn't he just a creepy little bugger? So recently I watched the original and the remake. So we need to flip this up and give this a little thingy. You know what I mean. It's a little hinge to go in the book. That's a thing, right? All right, so let's find some ink. Some inky dinky doo. Hey Chris, how you doing? Work is busy, so you're just lurking. That's okay. We like our lurkers. Lurkers are good. So we have brown coming out at the end / beginning of this month / next month. Then midnight will be the next color. And we talked a little bit about the upcoming colors after that. There's going to be pink, the petal pink in December, or blush pink, however you want to think of it, with sparkle even. I thought that would be fun because people have been asking, but also winter pink is a color. When I worked in Talbot's, it's every year they have pink as one of the winter colors to offset all that black and brown and stuff, because it does play well. And so I thought that would be fun. Plus also it gives you a start. If you want to start thinking about spring or Valentine's Day, you know, you've got options then. You're not waiting until right before for me to come out with a kit. I thought that might be fun for you guys. She's busy, busy, busy at work. Some of you guys work so hard. You want to do both sides here. I know it's hard to see on the black paper, but the core isn't black all the way to the core. It's gray in the core, so it's a little bit lighter. So I do go ahead and ink the black paper. If the color does seep down into the core, with some of the really dark colors, it'll be a lighter version of the color at the core instead of the full. Just how some of the paper, especially since this is a 32-pound paper. All right. So we can find the lid. All right. So we want it to be on the inside. So we want it to be over here because it's gonna, we want it to face the Dalmatian, or not the Dalmatian, the Doberman, which reminded me of the Omen. And I have to say, I think I said it before, when I watched the remake, and it is a remake, they made very little changes to the movie. Other than bringing in new, actors and updating, where it happened and the politics of the day, there really wasn't any reason to remake that movie. The original stands just fine. It wasn't a re-imaging. It was almost an exact remake of the original. So I think, why bother to spend all that money making a movie? Elsa's smart. She bought this cheap set of, I just had that pin and I dropped it down into the box. What a dork. She bought this cheap set of pins at the dollar store, and they're on a little roundy plastic thing to, stick in her glue bottle so she doesn't ruin good pins. And I should have followed suit. Sometimes she does that. She buys stuff and I'm like, I don't know why she's buying that. And she doesn't say why until she gets home, and I'm like, dang it. Genius. Why didn't I think of that? And they're handy and they're safe, so you're not poking yourself with them. But you don't feel bad about tossing them away because you're not using vintage pins or your really nice pins or anything like that. I thought that was pretty clever. So next time we're at the Dollar Tree or some dollar type store, I will try and get me some of that. All right, so we do need something for the front. So let's bring the book back. So it's going to get glued down right in here. I think we might. No, I think we'll just stick it in the middle, huh? If I thought about it, we could have put it maybe over here, but. So when we flip it open, he'll be right against the Doberman. Now I a little bit wish that I had moved the Doberman a little bit over from the edge, but I had him right. I didn't think this through all the way at the time, but that's okay. So we do need something for the front. Let's find something. And it doesn't necessarily have to go with what's on this page. I just wanted Damien facing the. Okay. Let me get a quick drink of my. They finally had pineapple coconut in that sparkly water that I like. And Mike and Els brought home like 6 the other day. And I'm like, pineapple coconut heaven. So next year I know I need to buy 2 or 3 cases of that before summer comes, because there was none all summer long. We never saw a single bottle. And it's one of my favorite flavors. I have 3 favorite flavors. Oh, maybe this is the place. What do you think? Maybe our Mars Attacks? Should we do Mars Attacks? I've got an extra little goodie right here. Should we do it? Should we do it? We can also put our Hitchcock there. Although I don't know that he really goes there. What to do? We have a lot of fun images still to use. We could go with that. That's my son's creepy art. Liam made that way back when he was still talking to me. Okay, so I think 3 options is enough. We got 3 options there. Let's work with that. Hey, Els, how's it going? All right, so look, we've got our Damien on the other side to go with our Doberman. So do we want A, Mars Attacks? Ack. Do we want our Alfred Hitchcock? Or do we want Liam Creepy Art? A, B, or C? A is Ack. B is Hitchcock. C is Creepy. Oh, that's a thing. Oh, you know what? We need to make a list for the next book, right? So let's start a list. Let's start on the back of this receipt from Michael's. Let's grab a pen. An egg from the aliens. Liam Creepy Art. All right, we're going with Liam Creepy Art. I had to pull it off that other page that fell apart, so. We'll just put that right there, and we'll add some words to it later. All right, where'd the glue go? Where's the glue? There's the glue. I guess we do. All have CRS. I don't know what that is. Am I dense? Am I being dense? Well, I don't want to do exactly the same thing in the next book. I will, I'm going to mix it up and do other. We'll probably have more creepy baby in the other book. And I still want to keep a mix of like super creepy but cutesy stuff. And since we're doing the next one, will probably be through the Christmas period. We'll have to come up with some, like, you know what we'll need? Or maybe not we, but can't. Oh, yeah. I want a picture. You know, there's the Frosty. Is it? Yeah, Frosty. It's a snowman movie. There's the cute one with like just like heartwarming and uplifting about the dad who dies and come back as a snowman to give hope to his kid. Well, there's another version where it's just a creepy serial killer. Ooh, Steffi got her goodies today. So we need the snowman because he's got like icicle teeth, like ar, 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 ar. It's a terrible, awful. It is one of the worst movies ever. Snowman from, and I think it's Frosty. But there's like a nice, clean, happy, wholesome version, and then there's like, oh my god, I can't believe they had to kill him with antifreeze. You know, Jack Frost. That's right, from Jack Frost. Thank you. We were just talking about it the other day. One of the worst movies ever made, I gotta tell you. But that's got to be in the next book, right? Because it'll be over the Christmas holidays. I think I'm going to want something from Black Christmas. I maybe should have rounded the corners on this. Too late now. We tried to not have it printed up glossy, but we failed. All right, so we'll find some words and some other little doodads for here, or maybe some bling or a tab. I don't know. So let's glue this baby down. What did I just say that? Oh, Black Christmas. We need a little something from Black Christmas. And then, of course, we'll want something from Nightmare Before Christmas. Not a ton of stuff, but we want to throw a little shade at Christmas, right? Or at least I do. Oh, Pumpkinhead. We didn't do any Pumpkinhead this year. That's a classic. Can't remember the name of the actor that's in that, but I love him. He's a great, he wasn't the villain in that movie technically, but he does a great bad guy, like a Hick from the Sticks kind of character. He plays those really well. Henriksen? Something Henriksen, I think. Okay, so like I said, we should have moved the... I'll have to think about that next time when I'm making the book about how close to the edge I put some of the things. Because I didn't think about adding in tip-ins after the fact. So we covered up a little bit of the dog, but I think that's okay. I think it's okay because we got creepy kid. We got a creepy kid. I could have, but I didn't. It's too late now. You're right. I totally could have. Your logic is amazing, Tina. Hi, Nina. How you doing? I don't know if I've seen... I don't think I've seen ankle biters, but Jack Frost, the bad version, the serial killer version. I don't want to pull it back up now because it's already started to stick. Lesson learned, Tina. Just glue it on the other page. What a dork. What a maroon, as Bugs Bunny would say. All right. So there we go. We've got to start. We've got to start. There's our big Vlad Tepes. And our vampire bat. Oh, we did this page recently. This is on a damaged piece of paper, and we kept the damage to show that, you know, you can, and our alien head out of skulls. I love that with our human anatomy stuff. Let's see. Creepy eyeball page. There's last year's Tina inclusion. The creepy clock. I love this. He's a scarecrow and he's scared of Halloween. The voodoo doll thing from Night Gallery. Okay. I can find, oh, there's my pen. So voodoo doll from Night Gallery. I think I remember that because I did watch Night Gallery. Did I miss Leslie coming in? Hi, Leslie. Did I not say hi to Leslie? I don't. If I didn't, no, I did. I did say hi to her earlier. And then over here, we've got our 2 tags. Over my dead body. And the trim was courtesy of Elle's. We've got our big tarantula. Just our kind of creepy portal-y kind of thing over here. And this paper, this background paper here, is from Sharon O. That's some of her painting papers, and they are delicious. So I have, and there's the creepy preacher kid from Children of the Corn. We need, you know what we need? He's looking creepy here. He wants you to, Malachi, when he did that. I think we should get that printed up and put on there. Here's that girl just creeped me out, and she was not intended to be creepy. I haven't added anything to this page because I just like it the way it is. Maybe we could add one of those Mike Myers stickers over here later. Michael Myers with his stabby knife. Let's see. Oh, here's our bug with our cocktail. And you know what? I did nothing about... Okay, so we decided he needed a cigar, and I didn't look for that. Love's embrace, yeah. I think you guys helped me choose those words. So here we need gambling. Like we need a pool table, BLI, or something of that nature, or a giant roulette wheel. It's Vegas. We should be able to find something like that, right? And then he needs a cigarette or a cigar. For sure, right? So we're not going to work on this page today. This will be one of our last pages that we do. But I love him with that cocktail. He makes me so happy. He looks perfect with the cocktail. Who's Monica? Did I miss something? Shrunken heads. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, so shrunken heads. Yeah, but he's... What was he? Bond. Bug Bond. So we're going to let him rest for now. So we got these 3 tags to work on. So this will be what we will work on for now. And which side? I think I'm going to leave all that grunge open. So we'll turn that over. Oh, that's a hard choice. In case I ever want to write anything on it, I think I would want this side. So we'll glue on this side, and then that. So this is the fronts, the gluey part. Oh, Monica. Bug Bond sounds like a new adhesive. No bond like Bug Bond. Right? Okay, so I think we can make him fit on here. Yes? Yes. So we're going to move this out of the way for a minute. And we're going to trim him down on the sides and the bottom. A little bit at a time. We'll take mostly from this side because I wanted to leave Sir Alfred Hitchcock down there. If we could. I never watched it. And I'm not saying it's good, bad, or otherwise. It's a thing I didn't do. Okay, So we need to trim him down just another little smidge. And let's see about trimming a little bit from the top. I really wanted to leave his name on there if I could at all. Well, he barely fits. If we round his corners, that might work. Okay. I could probably look it up and see like a meme of it, and then I'd have a better. I know a little bit about Sex in the City, but I just never got into it. You know, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm not like, Sex in the City. It was never my jam. But he's a suave and debonair bug, you know. So yeah, I still have some vintage National Geographics. And I may be able to find a cigarette or a cigar in there. And then it's Vegas. We should be able to find something involving gambling for free, you know, with pictures of gambling stuff on it. That's all I'm saying. Environmentally conscious, made from mosquitoes. Finally, we got our revenge on them. Right? Yeah, I'm thinking we could pick up a couple of brochures or something. I may have something in the house. Or else may have something from junk mail that has casino stuff on it. Floating around in the house somewhere. So, Bug Bond, will be one of our last pages because we are almost done with this book. And then I think Betty had asked if I would make the next one live, which I can do most of it live. The only thing I won't do is the signatures because it's a 7-hole pamphlet stitch. And I swear a lot while I do it. And it's 3 signatures. So, you know. It's hard to hold it in front of the camera, you know. Always glue everywhere. I have to go through with a little baby wipe and clean up some of this. Amy, just say Chris, Michelle said, Janice. So it was Monica, Monica. I don't know. I'm going to mangle it. It's not a thing for me. Sorry, guys. I'm not ignoring you. I'm really not. I have to pay attention when I'm gluing things down. Wonky, weird things will happen. So we've got our Alfred Hitchcock. And eventually he'll have a word. We'll get something good and creepy for him. All right. So let's bring the book back momentarily. While we search for other images for our large and small tag that go in that pocket. Janice, I do when I'm not even. Well, if I'm honest, I do swear a lot, just all by myself. I'm kind of a sweary person. But you know. So he's supposed to go like that. Where did his words go? Oh, I lost his words. Oh, there you go. Nope, not on this one. This one's not big enough. Okay, I was kind of hoping to use it, but you know, it's not a big deal. We have so many things to choose from. So get a big one and a small one, a big one and a small one. Yeah, Chris came in and said it's busy at work. So she wanted to say hi, but she couldn't hang out really. It wasn't a thing. She had to be good and do work stuff. Don't you hate it when work interferes with the fun you want to have? Such a bummer. Darn that work. Okay, I think we have to get something Exorcist in here, so I think this is going to have to go on that. Maybe with some other stuff. Oh, dear. That got kind of manglified. We'll have to find some place to put that. It's getting mangled in the box. All right, so let's retire the small box and see what else we can come up with. What other creepy stuff do we have? Because I know we have good creepy stuff. Let me just give it a little gander. All right, let's grab a handful and start flipping. Flipping, I say. For something small to go on that cute little tag. Uh-oh, okay. Not that one, not that one. Gotta have a little bit of the Exorcist in here, right? Whoa. Don't be falling over. Don't leave that. It's a little too big. That's a little too big. Ooh, and I did want to put that boo in there. I wanted to use that boo. Ugh, nothing there. Oh. Get. Oh my gosh. Stuff's trying to go everywhere. Okay. Oh, we're heading into Janice territory. Okay. I just know that's going to fall off there. And then I'm going to have a little craft-a-lanch. Little craft-a-lanch in my life. That's what I'm talking about. Because your day's not complete without at least one little mini craft-a-lanch, right? How could you go on living without at least one? Do, 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 do. What have we got? I think it's being difficult. Difficult, I say difficult. These are all really big things. Big things. On the struggle bus. Oh, what about that? Eagle toes. That could be a thing, I guess. Yeah, it's a little small for that space. I don't really want to lose any of that. Let's see. Giant creepy baby that we're saving for the next book. Dun, 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 dun. Aw, Michelle's buffering and doing terrible things over there. Her internet is not cooperating. That sucks. It's always fun when we get to hang out with Michelle. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
A pork loin.
Ooh.
3 huge.
Yes,
chunks,
you do.
And then another set of 6 pork chops.
Oh, boy. Did you cut the chops?
I let him do it. Slap me.
Is that a good one? Why am I slapping you?
I forgot to put the rickrack in the book before I sewed in the signatures. All that running around today to try to find rickrack, and I forgot to put it in the book. So like a maniac, I'm out there.
Unsewing the signatures now?
No, trying to put it in
Under the signatures.
under the signatures. Because I'm lazy.
Yeah, you're a woman after my own heart. I understand it.
Right now I have sunk to sloth.
Wait, you need my pants.
I know.
I got the sloth pants. Ugh, I don't know. What am I going to do? Okay. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? The tag is just a weird size for the stuff that I have. It's too small for some of the things. Not big enough for some of the other things. Okay, we're going to make this work. I am going to make this work. So we went to 3 different stores looking for rickrack. That's why I had to slap her hand. You notice she said slap my hand, and I did not hesitate. We've all done some things like that, you know. You just get into something and you forget, like, an important thing, you know. Crazy that way. Okay, what if we did that? So the thing is, I don't really like the Eagle Toast. Do we have a different kind? That's a little too wide. Why so difficult? Bugs Bunny. That needs to go somewhere on there. Oh, I think that might be good. And then a word or something up there. I think that might be the thing. Okay, so these just need to go in because I want them in this book along with the boo from there. I just threw something on the ground. Fabulous. Okay. And there's paper stuck to me. Ooh, she put in my self-portrait. Okay, so we're just, I want those scissors at the bottom there. So let's tear off the edge right here. All right, and then we're going to rip about halfway through that. There we go. And then we have to take the little edge off this side. We can't have. There we go. All right. So I want the scissors at the bottom. We're going to put It's Alive on there, and then we will add a word or something. I think I like it. Forgot the coffee cake. That's the kind of stuff that happens to me. I'm that kind of scatterbrained person, you know. Okay, so he's done. Now let's ink some edges here. As soon as I find the ink. Oh, it's warm in here again. I need to take some of this off. It's a lot of white. I think this might not be the good inky thing. Okay, I need the good inky thing. I'll take any inky thing at this point. Any inky thing in a storm. Or we leave the list at home. That list does us a lot of good while we're in the store sitting at home on the desk, right? I'm infamous for that. But I made a list. Or I'll be standing in the middle of the store going, what did I want? It was on the list and you missed it. I have totally done that. I am equally as guilty as you are. That's all I'm saying. All right, we need to round the edges because the tag has rounded edges. That's the theory, at least. Don't beat yourself up about it, hon. We have all been there. On the list. Left one part of the store for another part of the store going, I need this blah 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 item. Got sidetracked on the way and never picked up the blah 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 item. Totally guilty of that as well. Just saying. You are in good company with that regard. Just giving this a little extra creep with some green. Where is my phone? Right here, but don't ask me if it's charged. It's not charged. So there it is. I know where it is right now. It's just not charged. I'm just not the phone kind of person, you know? Need to ink the corners on this one too. Ink the corners, round the corners, ink the edges. We're just going to ink the corners from now on. Only the corners. You're asking for a friend. I rarely honestly know where it is, but I just cleaned my desk, so I found it while I was cleaning. So for this 5-minute period, I know where my phone is. Ha ha. Yeah, no, that's 100% true. We were at the thrift store today and they asked for the phone number and I'm like, I don't even know where my phone is. You people are smoking the crack. You have seriously unrealistic expectations of me. You know? That's all I'm saying. Yeah. You know what? Because here's what it is, really. I see so many people tethered to their phones. They don't pay attention to the people around them. They're just binking away on a phone all day long. The minute it bings, They pick it up no matter what they're doing. And I finally just gave up. Like, I had a friend and she used to complain about this exact kind of thing. And then she invited me to lunch a couple of times and then sat there and did that. It was right after she upgraded to an iPhone. And I told her I didn't want to go to lunch with her anymore. I didn't come to have lunch with your phone. I came to have lunch with you. And I don't appreciate sitting here eating lunch by myself, essentially. So that you can play on your phone and answer all kind of people having conversations with you and have zero conversation with me. Why am I even here? Like, you know, so, but I'm not saying it's not right for you. What you do is your business. But also there's the fact that for, 30 to 40 years of my life, from early teenager forward, 90% of my jobs involved answering the phone. I freaking hate the phone. I hate hearing the phone ring. I hate hearing the phone ding. Like, that's not my responsibility anymore. There are so many other ways to get a hold of people. It could be hacks going like, I know, but it's the level of interaction with which I see a lot of, especially young people, engaging with their phones. So much so that they're, it could be whole families sitting at dinner. None of them are talking to each other. We don't communicate with each other as families, as communities, because everybody's doing something else on their phone. That's my little rant. There you go. I'll get off my soapbox now. Continue with your regularly scheduled shenanigans. Okay, so this needs a little something more than just The Exorcist. So let's see if we can find something that works good with that. I cannot stand to hear a phone ringing. I just can't. And I'm sorry if that makes me a bad person. But I'm not saying it's not right for you. Whatever you do is, that's... I'm not trying to dictate what other people do. I'm just saying that's why I don't know where my phone is most of the time, because I frankly don't care. And only 2 people have my phone number anyway. And neither one of them probably are going to call me. So what's the point? Ooh, that's a good word. Soul battle. That's good, right? That's a good thing. Just looking for another small detail to improve upon this particular. It just needs a little something. Well, how about just a little, maybe let's see if maybe that will work. Okay, I found a whole bunch of little tickies and stuff down at the bottom here. Let's see if any of that will work. Okay. All right. So let's cut out Soul Battle. Looking for my scissors. Found them. Well, good for you, Tammy. But that mute doesn't count if every time it lights up, you pick it up. Because I've seen that too. But I don't leave it on. Or it's on vibrate, but still every time it makes, the desk rattle or it lights up. I would probably keep it more handy if more people had it. If like there was actually somebody might call me in an emergency situation. But really only 2 people have the number. And they mostly messenger me anyway. I really think I want some black for the words. Let's see what we can come up with over here. Well, that'll work. Purple is just as good. Sure, purple. Now, I don't mind like Facebook calls and stuff. That's okay. I don't like the telephone. But there's also that aspect of the phone where people expect, and it's kind of an entitlement thing, that because you have a cell phone, that you are available all the time, 24/7. And I'm not. I do run a business and I try to be available for people most of the time. But there are times when I'm not going to answer a message right away, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm like, everybody needs to have some boundaries. You don't have to justify your phone, what you do with your phone, to me, Tammy. We're all adults here. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm not telling anybody what they need to do with their life, or that I think they're not doing their life right because they look at their phone all the time, or they don't look at their phone all the time. Yeah. We all have to do what's right for us. Some people may do that because they have relatives in the hospital or, in hospice. I'm just speaking in general trends. Okay, I don't feel like any of these are right for this creepy ass picture. Maybe some of that grungy paper in the background a little bit. Let's try some of that grungy paper. With my grungy paper. Let's grungy it up. Okay. Let's see. Or we could put it over here. No, I think I want it down here. Janice is still old school. Flip phone. I love it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just beating a dead horse. I'm just saying. It's a thing for me, But however you do you, that's a good thing. Everybody's got to do what's right for their family, too. And some people are just really connected, like with their grandkids and stuff. Elle messages her grandkids, like Shaylee messages her all the time. Now, that's something I would make myself available for if that was a thing in my life, because that's important. You want to be there for your grandkids and stuff. But I don't think because Bob's drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning and it's texting up a storm that I necessarily need to give a shit about that, Or you're bored on a Thursday and you think because I work from home that I can spend 4 hours talking to you because I'm not doing anything important, right? And those are sometimes people make those kind of weird assumptions. So you can't categorically look at people and be like, well, you're a terrible person for being on that phone right now, because there may be a very important reason for it. All right, we're ready to glue down some stuff. But as a general trend, I don't see the phone and the amount of people and the amount of time people spend on them as necessarily healthy. This said from a fat lady who spends way too many hours in front of her computer binge watching Netflix. So, take it with a grain of salt. We all have our things we do that, that we know aren't quite right, but we do them anyway. And I don't have my phone set up to get like notifications for lives. All those come through my computer or my tablet. And if I'm watching a movie or I'm out talking to Els or Mike, I'm not looking at every live notification that comes through. Like I'm going to pop up and run out of the middle of a conversation because, Dee Dee Willingham came on live. So I guess I just lack that sense of urgency that seems to come with cell phones. Ooh, I almost put the Exorcist chick upside down. I guess that would have been okay, right? This was a giftie from Els. She calls it her self-portrait. All right, where do we want Soul Battle? And we might add in a couple of other words, but Soul Battle fell out of the bin. Yeah, see? We all have our things. I binge watch a lot of TV shows, a lot of movies. I watch a lot of older lives and video feeds and stuff. So I have my things that I do that aren't necessarily positive. You can overdo it with the you know what I'm talking about. With watching that stuff too. How many shows is it healthy to binge, I'm just going to use glue stick on this little magazine words. It's a nice thin paper. Glue stick should be just fine. And if it's not, we'll glue it down later with the wet glue. Soul Battle. Here we go. Maybe we need something out of the Bible on here later. We'll see. Could make a tab out of something. So we made 3 tags. I don't like to watch anything on a phone because my eyesight's getting worse and the screen is so small. But otherwise I probably would, That's probably where it would get me. What, I can binge watch TV on this shit? So for now, without extra words to add on or anything like that, those are our 3 tags. We did Sir Alfred Hitchcock. We've got the It's Alive in honor of, that's the movie that was playing the night I had my very first baby. And The Exorcist, because what's more classic horror than The Exorcist? So, oh, that's cool. Very cool. So let's tuck these in right here. And And I think that's going to be it for tonight. Let's see how long we've been on. Oh, an hour 45. That's not too bad. So, today is Monday. And I think I was planning on having my sale tomorrow at 12:35, but I am feeling super excited. Hey. Okay. But I'm not feeling tip top. I felt kind of weird all day. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to push it to Friday. Did you really?
Don't lie, you smell me cooking.
No, I'm talking about my sale tomorrow. That has nothing to do with your cooking. So I hope that's okay with you guys, and I will go and change. I can work on the sale and I can get your orders done and stuff, but I'm super, super tired, and it's the stupidest thing ever. So if you guys will be patient with me, we will have that sale on Friday, and that way it's not quite so close to the other one, and I'll be able to get some of that tea-dyed paper onto the black racks that I'm cleaning, so we may have black cross-contaminated tea-dyed paper. So I had a great time with you guys. Thanks so much. Oh, we do have this one too. So we have one more that we'll do. So we have a couple of things to do the next time we come on with this. Wednesday will be magazine harvesting. Thursday, we will probably work in this baby again. And Friday will be the sale. Thank you guys for coming in. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Thank you for chatting with me and giving me suggestions. And I'm actually going to put this list right in the pocket right here so I don't misplace it. Oh, and let's leave it right there. That's our Tina. I love that page. So until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. You guys have a great rest of your evening. And I will check out your message and write you a message back, Leslie. I'm looking forward to it because I can smell my cooking, so I will probably eat before then. But I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, Christine. The end.